Well, hello, 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 and welcome to the 14 Eagles Thursday night call. My name is Brian Frazier. I am the facilitator of 14 Eagles. I'd like to welcome you. For those of you that are here, and for those that are coming, this call is being recorded. So uh, be sure to sign up on our newsletter to get our email updates, so you can get this recording. Um, I always like to start out with our calls, just giving the plight of 14 Eagles. 14 Eagles, the platform is going very well. We've had a lot of people coming in lately. Um, we've got people signing up and bringing others on. And, as always, I'd like to commend those that are helping people get through the sign-up process with 14 Eagles and getting registered. Without you guys doing that, it wouldn't go as smoothly as it has been, and so I really appreciate that. For those of you that are helping others to get registered, it's always good to give a helping hand, because that's what this is all about, right? Helping others get through the process. Um, we don't want to spend a lot of time tonight. 14 Eagles, uh, it has been getting how can I say this? There's been a lot of misconceptions about 14 Eagles. And so, I've been talking to a lot of people today in reference to 14 Eagles, and there's been a lot of people coming back to 14 Eagles that haven't been around for a while, and and so they were getting the impression that 14 Eagles was something other than what it is. And so what I want to try to attempt to do today is give you the basic concept of what 14 Eagles is all about, because there's a lot of misconceptions about it, and about gifting platforms in particular. Okay, and so 14 Eagles has been around longer than a lot of platforms, a lot of gifting platforms that's been out here today. We've kind of really stood the test of time, so to speak, and we're very proud of that. We know that uh, people have come and gone, and in doing that.
Mm.
All right, if, hold on a second. I have a little difficulty here. Okay, here we go. Fantastic, fantastic. I think some of you may not have heard me. Having a little technical difficulties here, but we got it straight. Um, 14, as I was saying before, 14 Eagles has been around for quite a while. I think we're one of the longest running platforms, gifting platforms that's been out today. And we've had a lot of people come through 14 Eagles. A lot of people have come and gone. And that's par for the course for these types of platforms, and we understand that. And so what I want to try to do is kind of dispel some of the myths and some of the misconceptions about 14 Eagles, because 14 Eagles is a little different than most gifting platforms out there, and our concept is a little different. We tend to stray in a different way, okay, and so sometimes that may turn people off, and sometimes that may turn people on about how we do it, okay, and so we want to go over that because we really and truly want people to come to 14 Eagles because they want to. Not because they've been talked into it or cajoled into it. No, it's going to be because they really want to. They really feel the spirit of what we do here at 14 Eagles, and that they really want to go out and help people. Genuinely want to go out and help people. And as we go through this, it's not all about the money. Okay, even though we know people need money, we live in a society today where there's a lack of money and people need money for various different reasons, understandably so. But here at 14 Eagle, our philosophy is a little different because, you know, we're more geared towards the community. This is a more of a community-based type of platform, and what we say here is that um, as long as you focus on the community, everything else follows. Okay, if you focus on the community, the money will come, and that's our main uh, thing here at 14 Eagles. And so we really encourage you to come to our community website. Come check out our community website and see all the different things that we have on it, because you'll see that we're more than just a gifting platform. And we've partnered with a lot of other programs and more to come. And so to help you in the area of finances, especially when people are looking for money. But the main thing that I want to show you on the home page of the site right here is our welcome. Okay, I really encourage you to read this welcome so you can get a good perspective of what 14 Eagles is really all about. It's a very short, succinct welcome. If you read it, it'll put you in the right direction, put you in the right mindset of what 14 Eagles is all about. Because we're all about community here. Community is the key, and you're going to hear us say that all the time. Community, and and building the community. This is where we get our power from. This is where we get our strength from. This is where we get our spiritualness from. Is building with the community, getting people together, like-minded individuals coming together to work with one another. See, everything comes behind that. Everything becomes a byproduct of the community, of the community coming together. And so one of the ways that we really help people into getting their minds geared towards uh, creating this community is through our video row. On our video row, we have a series of videos here. And we really encourage people to watch these videos because it'll put you in the mindset that you need to be in to build a community, especially dealing with a virtual community, okay, a virtual community. And if you look at these videos, it's going to put you in the right mindset, right? Because we feel like if you come in with the right mindset and with the right intention, then it'll make it easier for you to focus on building the community and then getting those financial rewards that you're seeking. Okay. If we put the community first, we have to put ourselves first as well. Okay. And putting ourselves first is putting ourselves in the right frame of mind to be able to do this, because this could be a very daunting thing to some people, especially when you're talking about inviting others. Okay, and inviting others into a platform such as a gifting platform. It takes on a whole different mentality, and a lot of people get intimidated by it, and mostly because based on their preconceptions about what gifting really is. So that's why we encourage you to read, not read, but look at these videos, because these videos help put you in the right frame of mind to get involved with something like this. because it's a little different. It's a little different than what most people are used to, and especially the way that we do it here at 14 Eagles. All right, because we're not money driven here, we're more community driven, and that's our main focus and our main theme. And if you don't do anything else, we encourage you to join our newsletter. Join our newsletter so you can get our email updates, so you can get the emails that we send out on a weekly basis to give you more perspective about all the different things that we do here at 14 Eagles, and more particularly our videos of the week. We have a video of the week that goes out every Tuesday, and with that video that goes out, you'll learn a lot of things. You'll get information that you otherwise do not get from mainstream media, from the TV, from governments, from corporations. There's things that most people do not know about that we send out. And so our focus on that video of the week is to educate people about what's going on around them, uplifting their conscious awareness. Okay? And so in doing that, it gives you a different frame of mind and a different another way of looking at things as life goes on around us. And so hopefully it'll help steer you in the right direction into where you can go out and help others and teach others about what's happening in the world, because it's not all what we think it is. Okay, and you'll be surprised of some of the things that you'll learn as you go out and seek this information. But now, before I go any further and get into any of the other things that we do here at 14 Eagles, one of the things that I want to get into is a video that I always like to share because it really puts things in perspective. Every time I watch this video, I always see something different that I didn't see before, and it kind of jolts my mind a little bit every time I see it. So I want you to watch this video, and then we'll come back and talk more about the 14 Eagles platform.
Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people, specifically obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, Let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it? Are you ready for the details?
All right. Are you a connector? It is so much involved in that video that it just makes so much sense. And, it really brings out why we have 14 Eagles. The world is changing, and we have to change with it. And so in that change, we have to change the way we do things. There's a paradigm shift that's in play right now. I don't think anything is going back to the way that it used to be. So we have to forge ahead and create new ideas and new ways of doing things. And so with 14 Eagles, that's what we want to aspire here. New ways of doing things. And this is why we focus so much on community, making 14 Eagles a virtual community-based platform. Because by creating the community, then everything else can follow. And by doing that, we create strength where we can go out and affect change into the real world, right? So, and how do we do that? In some ways, we do it with our platform, what we have with our platform. And right here on our community website, which is located at www.14eaglesden.com, on the 14 Eagles video tab on the website, we have our video presentation. We encourage you to watch this video presentation. It takes about a little less than 7 minutes maybe. And watch the video presentation because you'll see that the platform itself is very simple, very easy to maneuver. It's not difficult at all. And that's done on purpose because we want it to be simple. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be complicated. But it does take work. Okay, it does take some effort to build the community and to go through this platform. Okay, there's certain things that you may have to do. So once you watch this video of the platform, and then you get to see how it's structured and how to maneuver through it, then right below it is the instructions on how to sign up and how to set everything up and get going. Get with the person that invited you, and they can help walk you through this process. It's very easy. It's very simple. If you follow these instructions verbatim, you shouldn't have too much of a problem at all. Okay? And we encourage you to study this. Look through it. It's not intimidating. It's very easy. We're only talking about $6 one time out of pocket. And in doing that, you're giving 3 gifts to 2 people. I'm sorry, 3 gifts of $2, okay, to 3 people. That's it. That's it. And it puts you in a position to be able to receive gifts yourself. It's a powerful, powerful concept. Powerful concept. But then I always get a lot of feedback about, well, I can't make any money with $2. How can I make money with $2? I mean, $2 is really nothing. Well, this is one of the reasons why we have to change the way that we look at things. We have to change our mentality a little bit, kind of shift our thinking and kind of uplift our conscious awareness about what's going on around us. Because a lot of times, most people are conditioned based on their environment and the experiences that they've gone through in the society that we live in today. They're conditioned to think certain ways. And we have to kind of shift our thinking and move in another direction, move in another way of thinking and looking at things, And if we do that, then we can be inspired, okay, to do different things and to take on different challenges and to create different ways of doing things. And so we don't want to get stuck in this certain mentality that's a defeatist mentality and making us become victims, okay, and be dependent on governments and corporations. This is what we're trying to break out of. And this is why we create this virtual community, because when creating this virtual community and using a platform such as 14 Eagles to help each other financially with just a $2 gift, you will be surprised of what that could grow into. Okay, it would be astonishing to see what would happen if you really focused on building a community, what a $2 gift could do. Well, let me show you something real quick, just to give you just a glimpse of what could happen, with just a small gift, with just a small amount of money, what it could really do in a community that's thriving and growing. Watch this real quick.
Reach their fortunes. In order to do this, I want you to pretend that I can grant you one wish from two choices. Choice one is this: I will give you $1 million. Or choice two is that you get 1 cent that doubles every day for 31 days. On top of that, you have to drive 1 hour north to meet a friend of mine named Vendela. She will double your cent and give you 2 cents, and then you have to drive all the way back home. Then on day 2, you take your 2 cents back to Vendela, and she doubles your 2 cents and gives you 4 cents, and then you drive back. Well, you do this every day for 31 days. Which would you choose? $1 million or 1 cent doubled every day? Well, as a factory worker, it wasn't even a contest. $1 million for me, please. Who wants to run around for pennies? Here is where we find out that ignorance is not bliss. If you have a calculator, you can follow along and check it out for yourself. In day 1, you have 1 cent. Day 2, you double it and you have 2 cents. Day 3, you double it, you get 4 cents. That doubles and becomes 8 cents, and by the 10th day, you'll have $5.12. How embarrassing if you took the penny a day. Let's look at the 11th day. $5.12 doubles and becomes $10.24, then it doubles and becomes $20.48, and then it doubles and becomes $40. And in the 20th day, that doubles and becomes $5,242.88. Well, it's still not looking too good if you chose the penny. But what happens in the 21st day? 5,000 doubles and becomes 10,000, 10 doubles and becomes 20, and on the 28th day, $671,000 doubles and becomes $1.3 million. But wait a minute, we didn't agree to 28 days. We agreed to 31 days. And so on the 29th day, 1.3 doubles becomes 2.6 million. And 30th day, 2.6 million becomes 5.3 million. And in the final day of our agreement, day 31, $5,368,709.12 doubles, which is $10,737,418.20. Now who's laughing all the way to the bank? This is what the smartest man in the world, Albert Einstein, said when he was asked what he thought was one of the most powerful things on earth. He said that the 8th wonder of the world was compound interest. And so here's how we can make compound interest work for you.
So if a penny doubled every day for 31 days, doesn't that boggle the mind that it could add up to over $10 million? Anybody that's never seen that before, they probably would not believe you. They would probably look at you like you had horns on top of your head, right? Because taking a penny and doubling it every day, that almost seems impossible. It's almost like a magic trick. But guess what? Numbers don't lie. It's real. Numbers are an exact science. So we need to put that into action, okay? Put that into action dealing with the community, a community-based type of activity, right? See, focusing on the penny is what makes people think that that's not real, that it can't turn into $10 million, okay? But the reality of it is people will never double the penny every day. Why? Because they don't think that's possible. They don't think it's possible. But we have to change our thinking. We have to shift the way that we think about things and how we do things. And that's what makes things possible. Because see, money is not the energy that we're looking for. That money can't move on its own. Money can't double by itself. It has to be put into a system or some type of energy moving platform in order for it to move and to populate and to build and to grow, correct? So in order to do that, what do we need? We need people. It's just that simple. And a community is built up of people, people working together. That's where the real value comes in at, with the people. The people are the energy. The people are the ones that make things happen, not the money itself. The money is just an inanimate object. It's just a tool that we use, right? So, this is why 14 Eagles is still here. You don't lose any money here with 14 Eagles. Why? Because we give money away. So the whole concept of losing money does not exist here because we give it away. And we give it away to ourselves. We give it away within the community itself. That's how the money moves within the community, because we give it freely. See, so understand, what if we come together and instead of compounding pennies, what if we compounded people? You ever thought about that? What if we compounded people? Okay, watch this. Numbers don't lie. I want you to check. Numbers don't lie. Let's say that because we're dealing in a platform and we're building a community, what if we said, look, just go and invite 2 people to the community? Just invite. Let's take the money out of it for a minute. What if you just invite 2 people to the community? And today you invite 2 people to the community. The next day, they invite 2 people to the community. And then the following day, they invite 2 people to the community. Right? And it goes on. And let's say we do that for 14 days straight. That's all. 14 days, 2 weeks straight. You invite 2 people. The next day, they invite 2 people. The next day, they invite 2 people, and so on and so forth. And you watch the numbers grow. And as the numbers grow, what do you think after 2 weeks? What do you think the numbers of people you would have, or the numbers of people that would have been generated by doing that activity? Everybody just inviting 2 people to the community. That's all. 2 people. No more, no less. 2 people. We're not even talking about the money. So if you look at the numbers and you compound the people, do you understand in just 2 weeks' time, you would generate over 32,000 people in 14 days? That almost blows your mind, just like the penny doubling every day for 31 days, right? In 2 weeks, 32,000 people. Now, can you imagine if 32,000 people started with you? 32,000 people was generated in the 14 Eagles community. What could happen? Okay, the things that could happen with 32,000 people, like-minded individuals coming together and working with one another. The power that could generate in just a short period of time, just with a $2 gift. Now that you've compounded people and you throw a $2 gift in there, do you understand? Now you're talking about over $49,000 being generated through that platform off a $2 gift. And that's just the first level in the 14 Eagles platform. Unbelievable. We're not even talking about the other 5 levels within the platform. And we've partnered with Dynamic Trio and Fund Me 24/7 and Feed Me 24/7, along with Our Own Rescue, which is right there on our website. We've partnered with those other platforms that are moving in the same direction, doing the same thing that 14 Eagles is doing. And we're working together. Can you imagine if you had 32,000 people moving through the 14 Eagles platform, moving through Fund Me 24/7, Feed Me 24/7, and Our Own Rescue, okay, with each of those being $10 respectively to move through those platforms. No money at all. We're giving this money away, generating $49,000 just in the first level of 14 Eagles. And in Fund Me 24/7, we're talking about $273,000 just in Fund Me 24/7. If I added Our Own Rescue, you're talking about over $50,000 more dollars just in Our Own Rescue. Unbelievable. That's a total of $322,000. And if you add Our Own Rescue with just two people, because Our Own Rescue calls for three people. But if you just had two people in Our Own Rescue, that's another $56,000 added to that 322. Almost $400,000 that's being generated. Power comes with numbers, comes with people, a community of people. This is what we're trying to foster here in 14 Eagles. See, the money automatically follows. Then when you're creating this type of money, then we have another platform called EasyBot, dealing in the cryptocurrency space, blockchain technology, which is coming to be the new financial system that we're going into, dealing with cryptocurrency. See? Now you get a brand new education into a new financial system to where you get to control your own money and make money. See, money doesn't become the issue anymore. That's not the issue. The real issue are the people and how we think about what we do. We have to shift our thinking. We have to move in a different direction that benefits the people, not governments and corporations. This is what we have to attest to. And this is what we have to attain. And it's not easy sometimes. So we have to understand what we have our hands on here. And I really hope you do. You know, I know this is a different type of presentation that most people expect coming to 14 Eagles and taking a look at what we do here. But we have to look at things differently now. Times are changing. Times are changing. And we have to do things differently now. And we have to look at things for what they really are. A gifting platform is just that, gifting. We're sending out gifts. You're not buying anything. You're not making any types of transactions or any of that. Okay? This is a community-based platform. I want people to understand that. This is not some little game. 14 Eagles has helped many, many people throughout the years. Helped people pay bills. This is not a game. It's for real. Okay? And we're dealing with real lives here. And we can literally change people's lives with the platforms that we have here. And if we all work together as a community, bring all the different platforms together within the community, can you understand the type of power that we could have as a people? I hope you see what I'm talking about here. I'm almost, pouring my heart out to you about this. And I hope you get this recording out to others and let them see this. If you don't do anything else, get the news, sign up for the newsletter so you can get our email updates, so you can get the emails that we send out, giving you the type of information that you need to take heed to. All right? Because times have changed, and we're not going back to the old way. Trust me on that. It's not going back the way it used to be. The last 2 years has changed everything. And now it's time to really wake up and see what's going on. And 14 Eagles can be a catalyst to a new change, to a new future. Okay? That's all it is. It's a catalyst. Our platform is just one platform of many that can help change the trajectory of our future and what goes on. We can put the power back into people's hands and take it out of the governments and corporations' hands. This is what we're trying to strive for. So I really, really hope you see this. We're here every third Thursday of the month. Next month we'll be here on the 15th. Okay? We're going to be doing this. We want to get this word out. And the more you get the word out, the more we can do this. I hope you understand what I'm saying here. This is not some little small thing going on here. And as we do more of these webinars, we hope that we get this out to more and more people so they can see. All right. We have our email. If you have any questions, you can email us at controltower@14eaglesden.com. Give us an email. Ask your questions. You can also call us at our member service number at 301-684-1216. We do answer the phone, okay? We answer the phone, and if we don't answer the phone, leave a message because we do call you back. I promise you that. We want you to understand what we're trying to do here. We want you a part of it because we can't do this without you, okay? This is not a Lone Ranger type of thing. This is a community-based platform. It needs the people. It needs the people to work together that have like minds. Okay? So I hope you see this, and I hope it resonates with you. And take a look at our community website. Look at the different platforms that we have partnered with. All right? I don't have to go over them right now. I want you to look at them, and then you form your own opinion about them. And then come back and talk to us. Let us know what you think. Okay? And so with that being said, do we have Greg here tonight? Greg, are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right, great call, Brian. Great call. Family, this is the holidays are coming up. And first of all, we want to wish everybody a safe and pleasant holiday. And we want people to realize that, we know that things are getting tight for a lot of people. And that's why the platform is really here, to try to help each other overcome the things that are about to happen. And, so we really want you to have your friends and family come, just take a look at the platform for themselves. Then they can decide for themselves if this is the right thing for them. This is not going to be for everybody, but we're trying to reach as many people as we possibly can. Because as Brian said, the times have changed. And if we don't start changing the way we think, we're going to get left behind. So, have your friends and family come, let them listen for themselves. Let us do the heavy lifting for you. Just your job is just to get them to the call every Thursday night at 8:30. Just get them here. We'll do the heavy lifting. We'll answer their questions. We'll get them started if they want to get started. But, we need each other more than ever before. So please, show some thanks. Bring your friends and family here. Let them see it for themselves. Brian, back to you.
Fantastic, fantastic. And again, we'll be here on the 15th of December. Okay? Tell people about 14 Eagles. Okay? Come to the call. Come meet us. Come talk to us. Because we're here for you. We're here for you. We're not just doing this just to be doing it. We're here for the people. We're here for you. And we need you to be involved. Because 14 Eagles doesn't work without you. All right? And we don't lose money here. Nobody loses. There's no risk of losing anything here at 14 Eagles. It's all upside here. All upside. Nothing to lose. All right? And it's all about how you think about this. All right? So there's nothing much left to say other than come and check us out. Check us out, and if it resonates with you, give us a call. Get with the person that invited you, and let's do this, because there's nothing but upside here, okay? And with all the platforms that we have, if you need money, then you have everything right here that you need. Everything. Everything that you need is right here if you need money. But if you focus on the community, guess what? The money will hunt you down. I promise you that. I promise you that. So with that being said, I thank for those that were able to come. If you weren't able to come, that's okay. This is recorded. Make sure that you get the recording by going to the email update, the newsletter, so you can get the email updates. Okay, sign up for the email updates, and then that way you'll get the recording. This recording will be going out on a weekly basis until the next call. Okay, so with that being said, thank you all. You all have a good week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next call on the 15th of December. Okay? Get the word out. All right, everybody.